Hey, this is Chris with TEXA, and today we're going to be doing an overview of the bike software. So we'll start by clicking on the bike selection. From here, we can go into diagnosis, is where you'll be able to connect to that vehicle. You'll be able to choose where it's at. Now with the bike software, you'll get access to motorcycles, side-by-sides, ATVs, snowmobiles, PWCs, microcar, just powertrain alone, and e-bikes. So we'll hop back to that menu real quick. You do have adjustments in coding, so this will be any of your calibrations, parameter changes will be a hotspot link for that. You do also have your activations and tests, so you can go and see what we can do bidirectionally. And then you have your service resets here. Now with this, you also have the ability to create your own home screen. So if you want to do wiring diagrams, you can. Go to diagnosis, you can, as well as customer management. Once you hit that, you'll be able to have that as your new home screen. And you can always go back and edit this as well. So we can go and double tap that. And now you're back to where you were. So to start, we're going to go into diagnosis. We'll go motorcycles. So you do have your full list here. For us, we are going to start with a Ducati. So we'll go right into Ducati and then go down to Multistrada and then right to 1200. So here, this is where we are going to have our main landing screen. So you do have a lot of extra features on this, which will be listed on your left hand side. You do have your special functions. So this will be your key coding, activations, code and reset list, key registration. You do have your maintenance service here, so this will be any of your service resets. You'll also have technical information as well as wiring diagrams. So we do have built-in wiring diagrams for a few of the models. So we can actually go into here, and with these you do have color-coded wiring on this, as well as the ability to double tap on the line to see the flow of power, as well as your pinout button up here. So once you click that, it's going to tell you exactly what is on this line, as well as what pins off the ECU it is. Now if you need to go in and view those pins on that ECU, you can actually hit that connector and you can see the exact breakdown of where those would be located. Now if we want to see a little bit more information on this, we can actually hit these two boxes right here, and from here you will have the breakdown of everything that's on here. Now whenever you see the report symbol, this is going to have a built-in report on that icon. So let's click on one of these real quick. So it's going to pop us right to it. From there we can hit report and you'll have a breakdown of that component. So you'll have the operating principle, identification and location. So you can take a look at that. So let's pop back out real quick. We do also have guided diagnosis. So this is where you'd be able to go in and view the codes, and then from there you have step-by-step of where to test them. So from there you'll have a spot to see where you have to test and where do you have to probe at. So we can go through that real quick. So let's back out. You do also have the technical maintenance too, so you have your transmission chain check as well as technical data. So you'll have the engine displacement, bore and stroke, engine oil type, coolant, spark plug. So there's a lot of information we can get out in front of you. So with this, you also have a maintenance schedule on it, so you can see for every mileage interval what you would have to check on this. So from here, we'll go back to self-diagnosis. And now we can go into the injection system. Now with the bike software, you do have the ability to go and view that connector. So you can actually go over to this start button over here, hit the movie clip. It's going to show you exactly what connector you need, as well as a video of where that connector is located. So that way you no longer have to hunt for that spot. So from here, let's jump into it so I can show you what the software is going to look like. Alright, okay, so this is going to be the first place that you land. So we'll have our fault page here. So if you want to, you can actually click on the codes and you can view the freeze frame data if you see the 1, 2, 3. So you can see the parameters at the last time this was recorded. From here we can go over to parameters if you wanted to view all of the live data. So you can double tap if you want to go into graphical data on this. We do have another way to view this information too, where you can actually go into the dashboards. So if this icon is blue, you can actually click on that and you can view that information through a dashboard. So if you wanted to, you could turn the bike and watch this go live. Now with this, you also have the ability to record the data too. So you can actually hit this filter button, and then from here you can take it even one step further. So this is where you can create your own search list. So you can either go through here or you can select what you want to see. From here you could hit that check mark, and now that's where your group's going to be. Now if you have multiple of these bikes, you can actually hit that save button, name that test, and you could actually use this group on multiple bikes. But you do have the ability to record here, so you can actually hit that record button, set your time, and then from there, once you set that, you can hit record, and at that point it's going to import all of the data into customer management. So we'll hop back over here. So you do have status. So these will be all your status switches. And then we can go over to the ECU info. So this will have everything about that bike on it. And then from here we can go to activations. So now activations are going to be any of our bidirectional capabilities. Anything we can make move, any test we can run will be in activations. So we'll go over to settings, and now you have your resets. Now the one important thing to remember about this is regardless of what you're connecting into, it's always going to look the same. So let's jump out of this real quick, and from here we can actually go and jump into, let's go into an ATV. So from here we can go into the UTV selection. So we'll go in and we're going to select the Maverick. So on this one we do have the special functions as well on this. So that's for your key registration, can alignment, ignition timing adjustment are going to be. You do have your maintenance service on this too, so for any of your service resets, that'll be there. You do also have the technical data sheets here, as well as your built-in wiring diagrams. So we can go into the wiring diagrams real quick, and they're going to have the same sort of setup as the other one, so everything is going to be color-coded. From here, we can double tap again, and you see your flow of data, but you can highlight different lines. So we can go in here, and again you can hit this pin out button, and it's going to tell you exactly what component they are and what pin they are as well. So that way you can go through and make sure everything is on the up and up. Now you do also have the ability to go into these two boxes right here, which will give you the full breakdown on the components with the reports. So with this one you do have the ability to actually highlight over what you want to see. And if you click on it, you can see the image of what they look like, as well as hit the report on them. And then you can actually go in here, see a description, the interaction with other devices, and your electrical test. So we can go back over here to self-diagnosis. From here we can go to gasoline injection. So again, you do have that start button. So you can go in here and you can see exactly what cable you need and where that connector is located. So from here, let's jump into the gasoline injection. So we do have your faults here. If you want a little bit of a breakdown, you can hit this question mark. And then you'll have your possible causes, possible solutions, and then you can go through and check that out. You do also have your parameters over here. So this will be all the live data we can view on it. And then you can also double tap these if you want to see graphical data. You also have the ability to filter these out as well and record as well on these. So simple, just hit the record button and go out for a run. You do have access to your status switches here, as well as your activations, so anything we can run. So we do have the engine RPM history here. So this is where we'll be able to see exactly at what RPM it was in for how long. So it'll actually give you a list of hours for each stage of the RPM gauge. So from here, we can scroll down a little bit. You do also have the last minute history, and you do have the injector shutoffs. So we can go into settings, and then there's your throttle position reset. Go into PWC. Let's go into the CDUs. Go into Spark. So again, we have everything available on these. You have your special functions. Then we go into your maintenance resets, your technical data sheets. You do have your wiring diagrams as well. So let's go into the new one. So we can get in there and check that all out too. So you do have the full flow here. So we can check that out, and you do have the pinout as well on this. So you do have guided diagnosis on this one as well. So let's jump into the new one. So you do have your error codes here. So we can actually hit that, and then we can go and see troubleshooting on this. Okay, so you do have your technical data on this as well. So you have your full-on maintenance plan. As well as your technical specifications. Even tightening torques on this one. So from here, we'll go back to self-diagnosis, and we will jump into this one. Now again, you can hit that movie clip, and we're going to show you exactly the cable routing, as well as if a battery supply is needed, and then we can go over here and see exactly where that connector is. So from here, let's hit the start button. So now we're in, and again we are looking at the same sort of setup on this one. So you have your parameters, faults, statuses, ECU, activations, and settings. So we can go over the parameters, and this is what we can view. But we can go over to your statuses. So you have your unit of measure, you have everything that's on this one. You have your ECU info, activations. Again, you have your RPM history on this. So let's run that real quick. So you can see exactly at what stage they were at and for how long they were. Okay. So we do have our cylinder deactivations on this one. History of maximum minimums, and your error cleaning on this. And then if we go into settings, we have your throttle position reset. So we can also get into the intelligent brake and reverse on these. So we go to our parameters, so you can see what it's currently set at. Then you have your status, activations, so you can actually run a full test on this as well, and your lock and unlock for this as well. Now with this one, you do also have the ability to search up codes too, so as long as you've got the year, make, and model, you can actually go to the TEXA AI and you can look that up. And that concludes our walkthrough on the bike software. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them below. If you want any more information, you can reach out to your local sales rep or view any of our social media sites. And as always, thank you for staying up to date with all that is TEXA.